Master Chief.
Who's in my house? I got a gun. Somewhere around here. Go! What the? Behold the power of Sony! Sorry about that. It's okay. It felt good. Look, it is I, your long-lost Sony brother, and I've come to tell you. Really, man? Just Xbox 360 and PC reviews? Not cool. Joe, there's a whole world out there, including Sony's new console, the PS4. You gotta get it. You gotta do reviews for it. You're right. They need you, man. Need what you can do. You're right. It's time. Let's do this. That's the spirit, Joe. Now go get him!
Oh shit, that was a little too much right there.
Don't ask me, I have no idea what just happened, okay? Apparently I have a floating head that is a representation of my Sony soul that I have been detached from, and we are now one again. No, but seriously, I'm letting you Sony people know, expect the unexpected on the Angry Joe Show, okay? But I am really fucking excited to start PlayStation 4 reviews. So, Killzone Shadowfall, my first PlayStation review ever. Jesus Christ. What can I say about this game that won't immediately label me as a fanboy of some kind and dismiss all my future PlayStation 4 reviews as untrustworthy or biased garbage? I'm sure either side will label me as such for not agreeing 100% with them. Xbox faithful on one side, I can hear them now, rip it to pieces, Joe, say it sucks, but! And the PlayStation faithful on the other side saying, sing its praises, Joe! Tell the masses how much better it is than Xbox's shit! Well, fuck it, because all I gotta do is be honest. Killzone is one of the most beautiful, visually appealing, and graphically impressive games I have ever played on consoles. And anyone that tries to tell you otherwise has a dirty ass, okay? Because they're a damn liar. And they need to wipe the shit from their eyes and admit to plain facts. This game should be commended for that, no doubt. It does its job as a tech demo, showing off just what the $400 PlayStation can do, outputting graphics on par with much more expensive machines in the thousands. But it is also one of the most uninteresting, boring, frustrating, old school, by-the-numbers first-person shooters that I have ever played. Most levels against standard enemies start to feel like last-gen shooting galleries, and I was being unpleasantly reminded of Battleship the video game, at how dreadfully lazy some of it felt.
I hope this is like the last level, because what they're trying to do is they're doing these waves over and over and over. Waves, 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 waves.
Oh, for sure, the game has some impressive segments.
I'm fucking hanging on. Oh, fuck! No! What the? Bitch! Oh! Shit!
Throw a grenade in there.
This is a really cool sequence.
Throw a grenade.
Good idea, but then I would fucking die because the thing would fall out of the sky, Joe.
We jump into the nearest building.
Jesus. No, Joe. The only thing you can do is hold on for dear life. Fucking flag. Look, the whole city is under attack. This is cool as fuck, Joe. This is so awesome. I'm climbing, man. I'm climbing.
But all of them felt like trailer moments for the E3 show or the floor demo, and when you play through them, they quickly give way to the real meat of the game. Which is pretty much everything you've ever played before, only you don't much care about what's going on in the actual story. And please, I've done my research on the backstory of Killzone, and on paper, it's actually quite fascinating. This game is set 30 years after Killzone 3, it's now 2390 on Vecta, and the ISA has ended up destroying the hell out of Elgin, home planet of essentially, space Nazis, okay? They won the war, but they allowed the remaining Hellgas survivors to somehow end up taking half of their own planet, building up walls separating the two, alluding to certain real-world situations here on present-day Earth in the Middle East. So, of course, this leads to a Cold War scenario with what's supposed to be nail-biting intrigue, espionage, and insurgent warfare, only none of that ever quite grips you on a personal level. None of it here. Especially not for a new player to the franchise like myself. You are Lucas Kellen. Probably one of the most forgettable main protagonists ever, okay? Your father was shot dead by a Hellgast, and your mentor was probably mostly responsible for his death.
No! I was waiting for that moment.
Yeah, there it is. Oh shit! Dude, did you just slice up everybody?
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Look at Spec Ops. Why didn't he do that before my dad got shot? Fuck you! I'm coming for you.
Yet you follow his orders around blindly without question, and then at some point you meet up with Echo, a rival agent, who you end up fighting and then later cooperating with to try to end your people's conflicts in this sort of Romeo and Juliet type of way.
Yeah, that's for sure. Sweet. Nice one. That was sexy.
Never handed over Massar.
That was
as long
hot.
As she's alive, they'll use her. Both sides. We have to move. They find you out here, you're dead.
Oh, hi.
It's set up well enough, but it just never hits you. It's hard to put my finger on. I mean, the game does show how both sides are kind of evil and fucked up in their own ways, and that maybe, just maybe, the Hellgas aren't these forever bad guys that everyone assumes they are. Course, it fucks it up because it's not a Killzone game if you're not shooting at damn space Nazis, okay? So a terrorist organization called the Black Hand wants to fuck things up again and get revenge from within the Hellgas. And so what happens is the lines are blurred between these two factions. It disappears. It's pretty much ISA versus Space Nazis again, which is a shame. I mean, this element could have been explored a bit more with maybe Hellgas soldiers fighting on your side besides Echo, or maybe an interesting dilemma on whether or not to shoot these black armored soldiers on sight or not right when you see them, see? But ultimately, I was hoping to be converted to a Killzone faithful. But here, I'm just left feeling a little empty, sort of hoping that they do something more interesting next time. Because I really do want to visit this universe again. Perhaps the sum of all its parts are impressive for a Killzone game. I haven't ever played one before. Or perhaps maybe an average Killzone game like this is what makes its hardcore fans happy. But for next gen, I expect more. And I expect both the visuals and the gameplay to improve.
I was having fun up until this fucking level. This fucking level is garbage. This is a garbage-ass level.
The game's most glaring problem only rears its ugly head further in, and that's how it suffers from pacing problems. It will way too often drag levels out too long and pad them unnecessarily with excessive enemy waves.
Putting down turret. Yet another dropship.
Seriously?
Good God.
Jesus, come on,
Hack
man.
the fucking console already. Yeah. I go in rule of threes, not in rule of fives or whatever this is. There's the sixth dropship that has come in.
It's just not even challenging anymore. It's just like
repetition.
Just reusing the same shit over and over again.
This is repetition. They're starting to screw it up just a little bit here.
You'll be telling yourself over and over during the game, please don't die, so that I don't have to play this section again.
No, don't. I don't want to do. No, hurry. Don't want to do this level over again. Too long. They could have cut this section in about half, and it would have been just as effective.
When you take that and you combine it with an inconsistent checkpoint system, it takes awesome levels that are supposed to be cool in the game, like when you free fall to Helgen's surface.
Wow.
Free fall to the surface.
Cool. Free fall to the surface? Alright.
And it turns them into boring chores to try to play through in one go.
Oh, this too much! This too much! No, please don't tell me I gotta do the whole fucking thing. Please, please don't tell. No, no, I don't want to do it no more. No more, please, please. No, no, please, no. Why are you making me do this? No, but I can't make it!
Finally, when Killzone is supposed to bring its best for its climax level, it ends up just being one of the most frustrating, crappy, repetitive climax levels ever. I wanted it to be over. It sucked all the fun out of the rest of the game.
If this is like the last epic level, I hate it. Oh my God. I gotta wait for the whole fucking thing to go over again? I'm gonna fucking sit here and do jack shit, and I'm gonna watch this thing come up, and I'm gonna just let it. I'm just gonna let this thing slowly fucking come. And then I'll go out there. This is a well-designed level. How awesomely designed is this level? This is fun. What a great level that you could completely ignore all of what's going on and then just wait for this thing to come over. Cool.
Adding insult to injury, it ends in a lame turret section where you can just sit there and you're a single target and you can easily be killed again.
So, let me get this straight. You're supposed to get in this turret so that you can be a stationary target for thousands of dudes.
So, are you rewarded at the end of the game for all your hard work? Of course not! Instead, you're shown a terrible-ass, bitter ending, making you feel like everything that you did all game long was pointless, and it's just an insulting slap in the face to keep the series going to set up a sequel.
Alright, that's it. Oh my God. Y'all aren't doing shit here, so get out of my way!
Killzone Shadowfall turns the PlayStation into the Michael Bay station, okay? It delivers the visual spectacle that I expected and demanded, but none of the substance.
Oh, he blew up the AA. Alright, this is awesome here. Yeah, oh, bro. Oh, yeah, yeah! I like it.
Wait, they set up C4 there too?
You're true, dude. Oh shit, you gotta be careful with that fucking thing. This is awesome. In game right there. That was nice. That was a nice way to end the level, except for the excessive waves.
Now, I've never been one to enjoy too much hand-holding in a game, but here it seems like it's the opposite. It does a poor job of making clear to you what the hell you're supposed to be doing or where you are supposed to go, okay? You'll feel lost a lot at first until you figure out that pressing up quickly on the D-pad will give you this generic objective marker which frustratingly blends into the background like way too often. So you're doing this whole game trying to find it.
I need to figure out where to go. Well, where the fuck are these people? This is where I'm getting a little frustrated. Wish there was a mini-map of some kind. There's no mini-map in this game.
Other times, you're just supposed to know that you need to, for example, pick up fuel rods from around the ship and find another random location to slot them in. Sometimes backtracking large distances to do so because, well, because that's what other games have done in the past, right? Wrong! This is next gen, goddammit! Let's do something that plays next gen!
Minute to charge up enough to turn on again. So I'm sorry.
You fall down this hole, it doesn't matter, it kills you immediately.
You can do better than this! I know it! And sure, the game does have some cool attempts. Let's talk about those, some innovative things. Previous Killzones didn't have this motion tracker that can reveal enemies behind walls, but that can also tip them off of your location if you use it too much.
Oh shit!
I'm gonna have to fucking climb up right now and knife his ass. Hold on. Oh, yeah. He's got his back turned. Bitch!
Oh!
Yeah! See ya! That was nice. Alright. Tactical.
They also add this new owl robot companion who you can order to help you out in game, doing things like fighting in combat, rappelling with zip lines, dropping stationary shields, and sorting out enemy alarms and unlocking doors. What the fuck? Who the fuck are you? Where is Owlie?
Owlie got shot, alright? I'm your replacement. Is that alright with you?
God, fuck, I don't care! I'm under fire! I need you to be able to open doors. Please, God, tell me you open doors. Just hurry it up!
You called me to fucking open a door? I got this, alright? I'm turning it on. How's your day? Good? Silent. I like that.
Just open the fucking door!
Oh, now we're talking, huh? Bam! Door open. Anything else, Massa? Huh? About to go take a 5-minute break. Well, call me unless it's important.
Now, it's a shame, though, that while you use it at the few times at the beginning, you rarely use the rappel ever again, okay? Owlie is then regulated to just shield breaking, and there are so many of the sections in this game where the zip line should work, and it would look like it would work awesomely, but if you don't see that lit up icon, it doesn't. And through that experience, the cover mechanic feels broken. Enemies shoot you with hyper-awareness and extreme pinpoint accuracy. I mean, if they have one tiny freaking pixel with which to shoot you from, they're gonna hit you. It starts to feel cheap as hell when most of the cover in the game doesn't seem to help at all. It's as if this is the video game version of The Wanted with curbing bullets and shit.
Fuck you! Fuck this! Fuck you!
In my opinion, it's really there to cover up the deficient AI in the Hellgas.
Ah!
Normally, I'd commend the AI. But here you can tell it's more Shadowfall, just throwing everything in your face haphazardly your way, just hoping something sticks or forces you into a no-win situation, causing you to restart way more times than you would like in its inconsistent checkpoint system. Look, you know it's bad news when it's more effective to just run up to enemies and break their necks over and over in order to clear a room than it is to shoot them with your high-powered future rifle with multiple modes of fire.
Oh, seriously? Stop coming in!
So yeah, it makes me angry, because this game could have been something special. Everyone who has come over to my house and has seen it played has had their jaw drop. Make no mistake, this game is sexy, okay? The rain droplets on the faces look so real, and you can see how the light reflects off it, mainly because everybody feels the need to stick their face in your face.
Back to this.
The art direction, the draw distances, the huge variety in level locations, from these wide open forests to the outer reaches of space. You know, next-gen physics are shown off at every opportunity.
I mean, the physics are pretty, I mean, this is cool and impressive. You get all these little different elements doing these things and stuff. So it's showing off what the PS4 can do.
And the sheer number of things happening in both the foreground and the background is decidedly next-gen and just not possible on current consoles. That's what this game has going for it. Oh, and also the facial animation and lip syncing is spot on. It's on par with the best of them, like LA Noire. And this is just the freaking first generation of PS4 games, for Christ's sake. The future of this system is massive, and I'm already excited thinking about the possibilities. And while Killzone only takes advantage of the new touchpad on the controller in a very minimal way, it's already starting to feel natural to me. It's just a swipe in a direction like I do every day on my cell phone to quickly get me that thing that I need in that combat situation. You know, and I even giggled at the way audiophiles and collectibles played their sounds through the controller's built-in speakers. It actually did immerse me into the game more, like I was holding the audio log or the future pad myself. Hell, I even liked the stupid gimmicky PS Move light going from solid red to green to blue during gameplay when I die. Okay? It's just a completely different world to me to turn on my PS4, bring up the game, and have it load almost instantly. Starting off from where I last stopped. That I fucking love. It puts a huge ass smile on my face. And the in-game streaming features, which are admittedly a system feature, not a Killzone feature, but they help me share my experiences with fans and viewers and friends, making it even more fun to play this game than it might otherwise be.
You've seen my face. I'm sorry. I can't let you live. Good day.
But specifically with the game, I love the way the guns looked, sounded, and functioned. It was a welcome break from the now stale modern military weapons that we've been given year after year after year.
Headshot. What the? Oh
Shit!
shit!
Oh.
That's a fucking charge. That's what this mode is.
Is it like a railgun?
Yeah, and then I bet you this mode is the regular machine gun. Yep.
Yeah, it is. Nice.
Very cool. I already like these guns.
take
You know,
it.
I've been hunkering for some new guns. You know, we've been playing a lot with modern weapons and shit, with all these obscure names, trying to make them look and feel different, when they're really just variations of the same several guns over and over.
I just wish that some of all of that effort went into the rest of the game. And is it me, or does it seem like terrible first-person shooter campaigns are now the norm these days? We got Ghosts, Battlefield 4, now Killzone. More and more games are completely leaning on their multiplayer elements to excuse their bad single players. So then what does this game have to offer in its multiplayer feature set?
I really don't play consoles.
Oh man, you're spraying and praying. Reload, reload. Oh, here they go.
Oh, I'm so screwed.
He's going with it. Oh, you still got a chance. Yeah! Fuck him up. Oh, double kill.
Seriously?
Payback.
Seriously?
Nice.
Now, of course, You do have the customizable loadouts. The 3 classes are in this game. You got Sniper, Assault, and Scouts. Each with their own different special abilities. But there's no progression system. You don't earn experience. Instead, you have to participate in a number of different challenges to unlock specific things like flashlights, shotgun attachments, scopes, etc. Okay? The multiplayer matches, though, do run at an impressive buttery smooth 60 frames per second in 1080p, which is a real treat to actually see.
What? To the base.
You said spawn me.
Oh, fuck! Oh, shit, he did a little lag there. Oh, he's running behind there. He's probably gonna be waiting for you. Yeah, I knew it. Oh, man!
Yeah!
Oh,
Fucking bitch!
Fucking cut his fucking neck. Nice.
Woo! Woosah!
Nice.
Another thing that I notice a lot more in multiplayer is that the characters in Killzone have this distinct heavy feeling to them compared to other shooters I've played. This was then compounded by the fact that there's no aim assist, which some may enjoy and like, right? But I felt that it hurt the experience. It's common knowledge that a mouse and keyboard is just so much more precise than the standard console controller. That's why there's some level of aim assist, no matter how small. And it just felt a little too frustrating without it. Like, instead of enhancing my gameplay experience, it was holding it back. But that could have just been me not used to 2 sticks right next to each other on this DualShock controller. I usually like the offset one. So you might be able to get used to it. I probably will get used to it after time, but in this particular game, I felt like an aim assist would have been helpful.
Why does it sound like somebody's still breathing? Which one of you assholes is breathing?
Now, the 10 maps provided here in multiplayer are interesting and unique enough, with some actually pretty cool approaches to level design. My favorite being Penthouse, with this like rotating core of changing pathways. And you're also allowed to bring in those owls with you and turrets, which can help make the games feel more unique. But something ultimately kills the online experience for me, and its community. It's really very noticeable lack of player communication. You'll notice right off the bat. You know, and sure, limiting voice chat to parties only like it does here filters out the screaming kids like on Xbox Live, but that's what the mute button's for. Here I felt like I was gonna go crazy from the lack of communication. And after some time in multiplayer, it's already starting to feel a bit tiresome. You know, perhaps it's those lack of modes, the missing traditional progression system, but I just don't feel the need to return to the online battlefield on Vecta. However, I do have to commend that Guerrilla promises that all future maps will be released for free, which is a bold move in the days of immediately charging people for another $60 season pass for additional maps and content, so there may actually be a reason after all to return in the end.
Let's have to get up on him first.
Oh yeah, smack him, yeah. Pow!
Pistol whip!
Whip!
What now? Who wants a bit of taste the butt of my pistol? Oh, here comes another one.
Zone, sir.
Oh fuck, that was a bad idea because the fucking
Wait,
thing.
-50 base camp suicide. Oh, because
it turned around and then go bub 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 bub.
They're beating you up. That's like an old school beatdown.
Yeah.
So, you're gonna get about 10 hours out of the single player campaign and a bunch more from the multiplayer matches. Now, if you could turn off your brain and enjoy some mindless, beautiful action, this is the game for you, okay? It's great in that sense. It's an impressive PS4 tech show. If you buy a PS4 and you want a game to show off the power right now, Shadowfall is your game. But, in my opinion, it falls short of its lofty expectations. Kellen, like I said, is an instantly forgettable protagonist, and despite this game's shiny coat of next-gen paint, it has got decidedly last-gen or even older gameplay. As far as the reality, though, of how much time these developers have for a launch title, I'd say that Killzone Shadowfall is better than, say, you know, Perfect Dark Zero on the Xbox 360. But it's just not this, you know, killer system seller. You're gonna have to wait on the PS4 for that. So, the final verdict for my first ever PlayStation 4 review is a solid 6 out of 10. it slightly rises above after all said and done. Shadowfall starts really strong and then sort of limps across the finish line. But even in doing so, it does a good job of showing what the future might hold for the PlayStation 4. And in my opinion, it can really only go up from here. And that is an exciting prospect indeed. Until then, I'll see you guys on the next Angry Joe Show. That's the spirit! That's the spirit! That's the spirit! Joe, go get Oh, that's so sick. Oh, man. Yeah, that's good.
You better not puke!
Shut up! Beep boop beep, beep boop beep 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 boop. Don't use your hand, it's just what it is.
Beep boop, beep boop.
The hell? What is this? Where's my owl?
Yeah, he got shot somewhere back there, dude, so they sent me. God damn it! You need to make it bigger or something.
Just open the fucking door!
Whoa, whoa, whoa! I'm a replacement, alright? I'm not getting paid for this shit. Calm down.
Y'all aren't doing shit here, so get out of my way.